I love being a janitor, honestly. Stress-free, I don't have to talk to people. Plus, I get to see people's faces light up when they enjoy a movie. Oh hey guys, you caught me in the middle of my Minecraft session. I was actually mining for some diamonds. Yeah, I play Minecraft. Okay, I'm lying. I don't play Minecraft. I just wanted to sound cool, like with the Gen Zers that they play Minecraft. Hey, I'm actually a Minecraft player, which I'm not. You know how you're at the airport nowadays and you actually can't say the word B-O-M-B?
Bomb has been planted.
You're gonna get arrested immediately. Or when you're at an anime convention. Or when you're in an anime, what a fucking word. Or when you're at oh my god, English. Or when you're in,
Kill me.
or when you're at an anime convection, or when you're in, okay, let's take a break. Or when you're at an anime convention, you can't say the word hentai. Well, now when you're at a movie theater, you actually can't say the word chicken jockey. Hey, Future Lazy here, and yes, I'm in my closet, but I have something really important to say. If you're going to watch this movie, please bring an adult with you like I brought my dad with me, because allegedly someone died. It looks like someone threw a Molotov cocktail into the crowd. So please be careful if you decide to go and watch the movie. Now enjoy the video. And the worst one being where someone actually brought a chicken to the movie theater, and I feel like this whole thing was planned, not just by one person. It was at least half of the people that went to this movie theater. And I'm gonna say this is the worst one for now. Let's put that for now to the side, because yeah, it's gonna get worse than the chicken. Who brought the alive chicken?
Chicken jockey!
Oh my god, the poor chicken. I don't even care about the mess. It's the chicken that I actually care more for.
You are my sunshine.
You know what's so interesting about this chicken part that they brought to the movie theater is that you can, if you go to TikTok, you can actually find 7 different point of views of the people actually recording this, like 7 different people recording the exact moment of this chicken thing happening. Here's another point of view that I easily found. It's like they knew that it was gonna happen. Dude, that poor chicken. Wait, hold on though, because I have the 3rd POV recorded by someone even closer. I feel like there could have been another person over there, like right below him, recording it from his penis angle, like right down here. Jesus Christ. I feel like they're at least 18, and for them to be doing this shit, and the majority of the videos that I've actually seen have been this chaotic, dare I say more than this, like 3rd World War happening, but with popcorn and chicken. And I think it's time for me to actually test this shit, because if I'm seeing all these different POVs and this entire thing going down, do you think I'm not gonna participate? Like, I wanna see if it's real, because I live in Connecticut, and I feel like I pay a lot of taxes here. If you look up a list with the states that pay the most taxes, I think Connecticut is like rank 8 or 7, maybe 5, somewhere in top 10 there. And I'm like, with all these taxes that I'm paying, some of it has at least got to go to education, and people are actually not as stupid as this, because I feel like this is probably happening what's a dumb state? Okay, I know this is very stereotypical, and the people that live in the state are gonna hate me for this, but I feel like this probably happened in Ohio.
We are Ohio. Ohio.
So yeah, later on in this video, I'm actually gonna go to the movie theater to test this shit myself and see if it gets chaotic or if I actually happen to see a chicken. And talking about that poor chicken, there's even a sad POV of the chicken before going to the movie theater, as if this chicken was like the star of this entire thing. Like, there's so many POVs of this poor chicken. Like, I feel bad because she really was over here harassed. Like, they were showing her body without her consent and like these different angles. Like, wow, respect the chicken at least. Look at this. Oh no. And her misery and end my misery. I think I would have been way happier if they just cooked that chicken instead of like tying it. Like, oh my god, did they tie her legs there and they just left her on the floor while everyone else was just buying tickets? Dude, this is so sad that they just left her there like a piece of a KFC chicken. This would have been a lot better if you just cooked her. Make her a KFC chicken. Oh no, but this chicken does actually have a happy ending, and she actually went home safely. I think they got her from a farm, so there's news reporting. Like, they told me that she actually made it safe home. So at least something good came out of this, and they didn't just like, I mean, they did harass the chicken, but at least they took her back home. And surprisingly enough, which I'm actually not surprised, the Minecraft movie had a budget of 150 million, and the box office just for the first 2 weeks was, I believe, 350 million. And Snow White is squawking right now. I wonder how much of that money was actually just people memeing, going to the movie theater to participate in this dumb meme. Remember what I said, that them going crazy and bringing a chicken was the craziest part for now? Well, now we've come to the now for now, which is the present, because that was actually in the past. If you didn't know, that's actually how time works. Like, it moves, so now it's in the current present.
Noodles.
And this is when people took it a step further and beyond. I sound like Captain America right now. Further and beyond. No, is that the Avengers, or is that something else? I don't know. Who says that? And they brought a taser, fireworks, and an actual gun at a movie theater. I wish I was joking. Why did I feel like someone was actually gonna shoot at me? What the fuck is America? Y'all are crazy. This 100% happened in Ohio. Do not blame my state for this. Oh my god, please tell me that this is not happening in Connecticut. I hope that future me made it home safe. I'm actually scared to go to the movie theater right now. No, I don't know if that was a real gun or just a gun for noise, but the fireworks were crazy though. Imagine having fireworks in a closed space like that. That could probably burn someone, even kill someone if it like hits them directly or something. I don't know. How insane is that? You think you're just going to the movie theater to watch like a peaceful movie? Oh, Minecraft, this is actually for kids. Like, my 8-year-old son would love this movie. He plays Minecraft all the time. And you hear gunshots, fireworks, and tasers? Bro, who opened fire? Friendly fire will not be tolerated. The aftermath for this though? The thing is, it wasn't just the popcorn and the drinks that were being thrown out. Like, people were trying to make this as chaotic as possible. So they actually brought flour from home, and instead of filling up the popcorn buckets with popcorn, they filled them up with drinks to make this even more disgusting. It looks like actual hooligans were actually in these movie theaters and not civilized people that have been to school and have been allegedly educated. Cause what is this? Flour?
Tan steel check.
Will
Kentucky, I am.
I pray for the people that have to clean this. And I heard some people say that, oh, but that's actually their job. They're being paid to clean that. True, they're being paid to clean a normal movie theater, not a movie theater where hooligans step their feet in. Like, come on, imagine if this was your mom and she had this job. Do you really think it would be funny of her to come home at like 11 o'clock and for her to be like, I had the worst day of my life because apparently hooligans now come to movie theaters and instead of watching movies, they just destroy the movie theaters? I mean, you could literally tell people actually film themselves in the first person POV. First person POV, point of view, first person point of view of them just holding toilet paper. That's actually illegal, which I feel like you're just recording yourself committing a crime. Now, this looks like an adult to me, not even a teenager or a child. These are actually adults. An adolescent doing this shit, not even a child. An adult that actually goes to work, pays taxes, and has the right to vote. Remember, this person has the same voting rights as you. Wait. Chicken jogging! Jesus, I look like a fucking monkey there. I'm not even the monkey. They're the monkeys because I'm making fun of them. They're over here like acting like, dude, acting like they've never been to a movie theater before. What would you say if you actually brought your 8-year-old, 10-year-old, 12-year-old, whatever, to the movie theater to watch this movie? Because this is actually a movie for kids, I believe. I mean, I know you can be an adult and go ahead and enjoy this because it's not a bad movie. Not that I've watched it, which I will watch it. Not only were these movie theaters pure chaos, this also started plenty of fights. I'm guessing when you get hit by an icy, them being ice colds, they're so, actually, those drinks are so good. I know they're bad for you, but if I was watching a movie and someone hits me with an icy, like, you know I'm about to beat their ass. So you guessed it right. People started fighting in the movie theaters. Oh my god, this is supposed to be a movie theater. Oh, so sad you got kicked out. I wonder why. Why would they kick him out? It's not like they were acting insane. Anyways, enough yapping. My time has come. I don't think I've ever been more scared to go watch a movie before. You think you're watching a very controversial movie where there's these two countries that they hate each other or something, and if you go watch the movie, there's gonna be people from these two countries and like guns are gonna come out or something, and you're like, I better not go watch that movie. But I am literally going to watch a movie for children. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We interrupt this video for some important news. A YouTuber known by Lizzie McGuire has been shot at a movie theater. Apparently he was watching a movie for kids and he didn't die out of boredom, but actually he was shot by an icy and a popcorn right in his ear canal, and that actually blocked his arteries, and he died. So on my way to going to the movie theater, I realized that there was a slight problem with this entire thing. If a fight broke out, we all know that I'm too much of a pussy and I couldn't handle 20 guys at once, so I needed to hire a bodyguard for this. And we know damn well that I don't have the budget for that until this idea hit me, like those cartoons when they get a light bulb moment. I'm like, why don't I bring with me an ex-cop? And that ex-cop is... my dad. So now that I was more confident going there, knowing that I had my own personal security, we drove there, and as soon as I arrived, I had to pull one of these moves. Chicken jockey! Yeah, last night was a movie.
Try again.
No, but the movie theater was actually full. Although it looks empty as hell here, I feel like everyone ran as soon as they saw my camera, because I'm telling you, before this place was packed. And guess where they all were going? Yeah, the chicken jockey movie. So this was me getting my drink. I had to get the mango one. And if you're not getting the mango one or the green apple one, go ahead and block me real quick. Thank you. I also needed a popcorn because we all know movies taste better with popcorn. And this is when I realized that things were actually a lot serious than I thought. When I read this warning at the door, anyone caught being disruptive, throwing things will be immediately removed. Authorities will be contacted if necessary. And I'm like, how many times did this actually happen in this movie theater? I thought I was paying all these taxes for these kids to get educated, but this is also happening in Connecticut? Connecticut? Okay, Connecticuters. And you know my ass got scared here, so I had my dad walk in front of me just in case someone was gonna throw something at me. But it was actually pretty chill. When I sat down, I was enjoying my popcorn, my drink. We were watching a bunch of commercials, and also the new Lindsay Lohan movie, Freaky Friday 2, looked good as hell. I will probably be watching that as well. Then the movie finally started, and Jack Black was yapping at the beginning.
But wanted to eat me, so I tamed him with a crusty femur bone. Yeah.
But overall, it was actually not bad at all. And I also got to witness that meme moment with, yeah, him doing, oh my god. I might not be a Minecraft player, but I know a legend when I see one. Rest in peace, Technoblade. Was the movie goofy as hell with all these goofy scenes? Yes. You can tell by my face reaction here. But honestly, it was fun to watch. Like, it wasn't as bad as people are making it to be. So the time was coming, and about 10 minutes before the chicken jockey scene, I was actually not expecting this, but either a cop or the movie theater security showed up, and I'm like, damn, is it actually gonna get that serious? Should I be preparing for this? You can't really see it on camera, so I had to take a picture of him. I wanted to prove to you guys that he was actually there right before this shit was going down. And to make this even worse, to scare the fuck out of me, a second security shows up. You can't see this because it looks dark as hell. I was pointing towards them the entire time trying to show you the two security guards, and sadly you really can't see anything here. I was scared with one guard, but seeing two, I'm like, only brace for impact. And the scene was finally coming, and I'm like, someone's about to kill me here. I need to join them. So I turned the camera around, and I was gonna say chicken jockey with them, and as soon as I said it, shit went down. Chicken jockey. No, that was actually a joke. I shot that after the movie ended, but here's the real clip. Actually, nothing happened. Chicken jockey. I think the two guards scared everyone, so we enjoyed the Minecraft movie with no events happening. And this is me celebrating at the end that I made it out alive. Because I paid like $18 for the drink and the popcorn, and I'm like, please let me enjoy these. And we all know you gotta refill that thing one more time before you leave, because I did not pay $9 for nothing. Yeah, I got my green apple. And I gotta say, there is a happy ending, but not that happy ending that you're thinking of, because people started getting arrested, and this is when this becomes a good video, because I wanna see people get arrested. If you're gonna pull this shit at a movie theater while I'm trying to enjoy my movie, because I'm already having a bad day just by existing. And now for me to come exist in a different place, and for you to make that place even worse than what I had it, you deserve to be arrested. What are they doing?
Okay, Stitch.
So they removed the row that was acting crazy. Look at them now. Why are you clapping?
Get out! Get out! Get out of here!
I hope they were clapping that they got out, which they were screaming, get out! Get out! And they were over here like,
Get out! Get out! Get out of here!
they thought people were clapping for them, but it was against them. So yeah, that's the end of this video, and this is where we're at. We're going to the
So don't say that, Have you ever met a celebrity but acted like you didn't know them? I watched my mom slowly dying over FaceTime for months because I couldn't make enough money to go see her. She wanted to pay for my plane ticket, but I knew she wouldn't be able to afford her treatment if she did, so I begged her not to. I promised I'd come see her soon and started constantly picking up shifts at the restaurant I worked at. But one night her doctor phoned me, telling me he wasn't sure if she had much longer. She had started coughing up blood, but didn't want me to know so I wouldn't worry. It was then that I realized I wouldn't be able to save enough to go see her in time. I stayed up crying that entire night, but still had to go to work the next day. Halfway through my shift, I saw Leonardo DiCaprio come in with who I think was his mom. I could tell he didn't want to be bothered because he had a hat, sunglasses, and unshaven. I still knew it was him and just pretended that I didn't realize who he was. This was right after Titanic, so I was completely freaking out inside. I didn't tell anyone and treated him like any other customer as best as I could. However, at the end of the meal, I couldn't resist. Before I brought him the check, I wrote, "Your movies are awesome. I hope you like the food," on his receipt. When he got up to leave, I could see him looking around and smiled when he saw me. I thought this was the coolest thing ever, and when I went to go clean their table, I saw he wrote back, "Thank you so much for not blowing my cover," and left a $500 tip. At the time, this was so much money, I thought it was an accident. I was about to go run outside to give it back, but he was already gone. I remember feeling like I literally couldn't breathe and just tried to act normal. As soon as my shift ended that day, I booked the next flight out to see my mom. I phoned to tell her I was coming, and I literally ran through the hospital to her room. I got there in time to spend her last 20 minutes with her. Because of him, I got to hug my mom one last time as she passed. Have you ever met a celebrity?
Are you crazy about creating?
What's the funniest game that turned serious fast? Our Minecraft server was nothing special, just a place where my friends and I built stuff, explored caves, and escaped homework. We had about 15 regular players, all students from our high school. We weren't particularly exclusive, but we didn't advertise the server either. So when a new player named Diamond Dragon 52 joined one evening, we were curious but not alarmed. New players showed up occasionally, usually friends of friends. Diamond Dragon didn't talk much in the chat, but built impressively neat structures. Their house was perfectly symmetrical with an attention to detail that most teenage players don't have the patience for. They often played late at night when fewer people were online, and they never joined our voice chats. Probably just shy, my friend Tyler said. Things took a weird turn during our winter break. Most of us were playing more because of the holiday, and Diamond Dragon was online almost constantly. We decided to set a trap to reveal their identity. Tyler suggested we all casually mention a fake school announcement in the game chat, something about Crazy Hat Day on Friday, and see if anyone at school fell for it. Sure enough, on Friday, our stern, perpetually serious principal, Mr. Reynolds, showed up.
Hi, I'm here for the, oh no, here comes trouble. The casting. Have we met? Oh, girl, you're funny. I remember what you caused at the last casting.
Natural hair is just simply not like other hair types. It's special because it could really hold its shape. I made the Solar Being hair extensions to mimic my natural hair when I'm wearing a protective style. Because I practice hair sculpting almost every day, I sometimes need to give my hair a break. Instead of making it a personal solution, I decided to start sharing it with the world. It's a drawstring hair puff that I designed in the shape of a star and other shapes that you could see on my Kickstarter. You can pull it and adjust it to your liking. It's really easy to install and take off. You can see all the colors, shapes, and sizes that I have available on my Kickstarter.
Buff is an old...
One thing you do in rehab, you sit down with your counselor and you go through your phone, and a lot of times they'll have you delete and block any drug dealers' numbers that you have. In some cases, you reach out to the people first and you tell them, hey, I'm gonna delete and block you so that they don't try to track you down later. It's called breaking up with your dealer. So I did this one.
Historians will call them close friends, besties, roommates, colleagues, anything but lovers.
Yes, but how would I remove the tattoo once I'm done with it? Well, that's easy. Just scrape it off and grow new skin. I do that literally every day. Just kidding. People are freaking out in the comments because this lip stain is staining. These are the bloodline lip stains. So many people asked me to try to take it off with all kinds of different products. I did lotion, sunscreen, lips.
I'm gonna try using AI to help me make some.
The school just called. You're in big trouble, young lady. Oh, please, what could have happened? You fail a test? You get in a fight on the playground? She's been embezzling school funds. She's been what? Her teacher said the authorities don't have to get involved. They just want their money back. This has to be a misunderstanding. I mean, she's 7. The worst thing she's ever done is cheat at Candyland. Candyland taught me the thrill of getting away with it. You know, they said they didn't suspect anything until you came to school dressed head to toe in Gucci. Don't they know she's a child? I mean, she didn't know any better. Why would you do this? You took away my tablet, and I had an unforeseen amount of free time. This is about the tablet again? I told you it's bad for your brain. And I told you you'd be sorry. The school just called.
What's the most disrespectful thing a teacher ever did to you? My English teacher destroyed my inhaler during an asthma attack because she thought I was being dramatic for attention, and I ended up coding in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. I've had severe asthma since I was 4, the kind where your airways just decide to close without warning, the kind that's unalived people. My parents, doctors, and the school all had a detailed medical plan. I keep my rescue inhaler with me at all times, no exceptions. Ms. Winters was new that semester. From day one, she made it clear she thought teenagers were just attention-seeking drama queens. When I used my inhaler during silent reading, she gave me this look like I'd just set off a firecracker for fun. After class, she pulled me aside. I don't appreciate theatrical disruptions in my classroom. I tried explaining it wasn't optional. It was medicine I needed to breathe. She just smiled that tight, condescending smile teachers use when they think you're lying. If you need attention that badly, find another way to get it, not in my class. I told my mom that night. She called the school, but nothing changed. 2 weeks later, I felt my chest tightening during her class. That terrifying sensation of your lungs refusing to expand. I quietly took out my inhaler, trying not to disturb anyone. Ms. Winters stopped mid-sentence. What did I tell you about disruptions? I could barely speak. Can't breathe? Put that away or take it outside. She snapped. I tried to stand, but my legs were weak. The wheezing was audible now. My classmates were staring, some looking concerned. I gasped. My inhaler. She marched over, face tight with anger. This attention-seeking behavior ends now. And then she did something I still have nightmares about. She snatched the inhaler from my trembling hands. You can have this back when you learn to control yourself, she said, dropping it into her desk drawer. I tried to stand, to get to her desk, but collapsed back into my chair. Black spots danced in my vision. Someone shouted that my lips were turning blue. She's faking, Ms. Winters insisted, even as I slid from my chair onto the floor. My friend Jenna ran for the nurse while 2 classmates tried to help me. Ms. Winters just stood there, arms crossed, telling everyone to return to their seats, that I was manipulating them. By the time the nurse arrived, I couldn't speak, couldn't breathe, couldn't even cry. The nurse took one look and called 911, frantically searching my backpack for my spare inhaler. Where's her rescue inhaler? She demanded. Someone pointed to Ms. Winters' desk. The nurse yanked open the drawer, but it was too late. The inhaler had been crushed, deliberately stepped on, the medication canister punctured, and useless. I don't remember much after that. I woke up in the ICU with a tube down my throat. My parents were there, my mom's eyes swollen from crying, my dad looking like he'd aged 10 years overnight. The doctor later told them my heart had stopped for nearly 2 minutes in the ambulance if they'd gotten medication to her even 5 minutes earlier. My parents didn't wait. They filed criminal charges against Ms. Winters for child endangerment. They sued the school district. They contacted every news outlet that would listen. The security footage showed everything. Her taking my inhaler, her ignoring my distress, and most damning, the moment she deliberately crushed my medication under her heel while students begged her to help me. She was fired, lost her teaching license, and eventually pled guilty. The school district settled for enough money to cover my hospital bills, therapy, and college tuition, but no amount of money fixes the trauma. I still have panic attacks when I feel short of breath. I'm terrified of authority figures, and I'll never forget what it felt like to literally be dying while an adult who was supposed to protect me watched and called me a liar. The most disrespectful thing wasn't just taking my inhaler, it was deciding her ego was worth more than my life. What's the most disrespectful thing?
Hi.
Yeah. Is your friend gone?
Yeah, he left at 10. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah. Soccer today. Gotta go practice. I think it's 6:30 at night.
Okay.
So you want to eat soon? What are we having?
I don't know.
Don't look in the fridge, but I don't think I don't know.
Don't look though, Mum got my computer thingy set up.
I know, I see. Hello. Goodness. Good introduction there, son. What have you got? I told you, it's laptop cover. Take it away.
Mom, Dad, can you shut the door?
Oh, why?
Cause.
Thing a teacher ever did to you. My English teacher destroyed my inhaler during an asthma attack because she...
Beep, beep. Hey, you leaving town? We're running away. Our neighbor's house is infested with rats. Oh, well, have you tried talking?
Make your browser. So I charge by the hour. So like if it only takes me 15 minutes to cut your hair, then you only pay for 15 minutes of my time. If it takes me longer than that, then you pay for, like, you know what I mean? And sometimes men actually are more difficult than women, so it takes me longer. So it just kind of depends. That's my girl. I don't like that pricing scale at all. You don't have to like the pricing scale. She pays you booth rent. I just will not have anyone scamming clients in my salon. Shh. How long did it take you to do the daughter's haircut? I think it was about 30 to 45 minutes because shampoo, blow dry, haircut, whole shebang, and the mother. Same time frame. The daughter wanted 3 inches off where her mom just wanted a ½ inch. Cool, end story. So we're done here, right? Well, nothing was resolved here. We still have an angry client that is expecting a phone call. Give him my number. Why? Hi, I'm the salon owner. I opened the salon without any knowledge of how the salon actually runs, so let me get you in touch with the salon manager who can better direct your call. Thank you, and I hope you have a great day. So I charge...
What's the dumbest way someone exposed themselves? Our English teacher, Mrs. Collins, had us create digital portfolios all semester. There was this guy named Devin who never did his own work. His strategy was simple. He'd always volunteer to present right after me, quickly remake his slides to match mine, and pass it off as his own. The first time it happened, I thought it was a coincidence. By the third time, it was obvious. I confronted Devin after class. Dude, stop copying my work. He just laughed. Prove it, buddy. I went to Mrs. Collins. She shrugged. Unless I catch him in the act, there's nothing I can do. Great. So for our final project, The Great Gatsby, I set a trap. I created two versions of my presentation. One was the real one, with solid analysis. The other was completely made up nonsense. I knew Devin always tried to sneak a peek at my slides before class. He'd pretend to glance at my screen when I was rehearsing, so I made sure the fake presentation was the only one he'd see beforehand. On presentation day, I got up first. I opened the fake file and started going through the first couple slides, just long enough for Devin to recognize it. Then I acted flustered. Oops, wrong file. Sorry. I closed it, opened the real one, and gave my actual presentation. Then Devin went up, and oh boy,
No one's gonna come to your birthday party because they think you're annoying. If you don't change your toothbrush every 3 months, you can give yourself mono. What? When was the last time you changed yours? I change it. Did you leave the coffee pot on at home? Oh my goodness, my mom is gonna kill me! Did you hear Jessica changed lunch tables because your pits stunk so bad? You're really good at this bullying thing. Wow. Jessica, the stork just said that he liked you. That's so embarrassing. Now everybody knows that I like her. Okay, whatever. You can be sarcastic, but you give us all legitimate reasons to hate you. And now I need therapy. Look at that. A natural. Hey, did you know that? That felt nice. No.
I'm gonna try using AI.
Put a finger down if you have blonde hair. Okay, don't you think that feels a little bit like targeting? The whole game is targeting. I guess so. Put a finger down if you've ever had an accident at school. Billie Jean, you've never told anyone about me peeing my pants before, have you? Not a soul. Why? I don't know. I just feel like this game is purposely picking things that I am or have done. I really think it's just a coincidence. Honestly, lots of kids do that. Put a finger down if the pillow you sleep with is named Sebastian? Why would anyone name their pillow Sebastian? Seriously? Sebastian? That's it. Something weird is going on. This game is targeting me. Oh, don't be ridiculous. Sure, the odds haven't been in your favor, but it's not targeting you. You really think this is all just a coincidence? Yes. Plus, there can't be that many questions left. You're going to survive. I know it. Jess, are you going to be late for school? No, we have study hall first period, so I'm not going to be late. 2.
This couple support me if I came out to them. No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Ooh. Yeah, obvious. I mean,
You say obviously. Yes, I guess she dressed as a man for a long time.
yeah, but he didn't support her right away.
He didn't know she was a
But
woman.
He had a growth moment.
No.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. They're back. Hey.
Congratulations, you were just accepted to XYZ University, but before you begin, let's go over a couple of things first. Namely that tuition is $50,000. Oh my god, that's a lot of money. I'm not done yet. You'll also have to live in the university dorms, which is $9,000 per semester, and there's also a university meal plan, which is $6,000 per semester. Can I just skip the meal plan part? I feel like it would save money if no, it's required, and you also don't have a kitchen in your dorm anyway, so how would you cook for yourself? I don't know how I'm gonna pay for all of this. That's what financial aid is for, but it probably won't cover everything, so you'll still take out a loan for between $40,000 and $60,000. That's a really big loan. Maybe I'll just take a part-time job. Great idea. You're welcome to get a part-time job, but just don't work too hard because if your grades start slipping, we'll also take your scholarships away from you. Congratulations, you were just accepted to XYZ University, but before you begin,
Do you remember everyone playing Stardew Valley 10 years ago? It's full of nostalgia and endless hours of
I sprayed my wedding dress with photo ruiner to teach my mother-in-law a lesson she'll never forget. My mother-in-law, Diana, has one signature move.
HR said, prove you graduated. So I summoned the Vatican. Some exec lied on their resume and got immediately Thanos snapped. So corporate made everyone sign forms letting them verify degrees with your alma mater. I warned them, mine is from a very old European university. It's not going to answer your emails. It barely has electricity. 2 months later, they haven't responded. Correct. I told you that. Can we just See your diploma? Absolutely. It's written on literal parchment, the size of a coffee table. The wax seal could anchor a ship. It's in Latin. I slide it around on the office photocopier like I'm scanning medieval prophecy. It takes 12 pages. I staple it together like a scroll. Another month. HR calls me in. Corporate says your degree is written in a foreign language. Yes, I say. It's Latin. Can you translate it? No. Then tell them to find a priest. And I left. Never heard back. If your paperwork can summon demons, they don't question it. That's called tenure. HR said prove you graduated. So I summoned the Vatican. Some exec.
My family looted my grandfather's house after his death. They didn't know about his secret will. Grandpa was always the odd one out, driving a beat-up Ford.
Listen, guys, I'm a...
So you just lied to me? I'm sorry, Mom, but considering I'm down to 4 fingers, I think I have bigger issues. What's going on? What did Jess do now? Don't worry about it, Jerica. At least this one's not targeting me. Uh-oh. But it is targeting my family. Ew, did she really use my toothbrush? Whoa, Jess, how are you already down to 4 fingers? Shh, no talking. Since when? Ugh, I was really hoping if I laid low, the system would forget about me. But I guess not, because I'm officially down to 2 fingers. This is crazy. The system isn't just targeting me, it's targeting my entire family. Jerica died this morning. What?
Yikes, Jess. Down to 2 fingers? I hope you've been working on your will.
Leave me alone, Becky.
Why? You don't want me to help you with your last few fingers? Put a finger down if you agreed to go to a sleepover party this weekend, even though your best friend wasn't invited.
You have 42 new likes. Ooh. Chad, 35. Young, petite, conservative girls only. Disgusting. Steven, 32. Gym rat. I could throw you across the room, but don't worry, I won't, unless you want me to.
That's a domestic violence case.
Brad, 30. Listen, I'm a good guy. I have a decent job. I'll give you the best sex of your life. What more do you want? You're not going to be treated like a queen because you're not a queen. The only queen in my life is my mother.
Did you look up how to be a red flag?
David sent you a like. Gregory sent you a like. William sent you a like.
Where are all the women?
Rick, 52.
No.
I have mommy issues.
No.
Let's chat about Bitcoin.
No.
Lucas.
Oh, he's cute.
Trump 2024.
No.
Can I watch you fuck a girl?
No.
Respectfully sit on my face.
No. Is there a single woman who finds me attractive?
Zach replied to your photo. Hey, my girlfriend and I think you're so sexy.
That's not what I meant. Okay, you know what? I'm unchecking men. Women and non-binary people only. Let's go.
You have no new likes.
Is it me? Am I just unapproachable?
You have 1 new like.
Ooh.
You have 40.
Hey, how was your break? Oh, it was okay. My kid came out to me as non-binary and I've been practicing all the new words. Ryan, can you find your sibling, Alex, and send them to me, please? They left the door wide open again. Please tell them not to do that. Oh my God. Alex, please come see me for a second. Yes, they are going by Alex now. Hi, I'm here to pick up my daughter, Maya Rogers. Okay. Well, it looks like she left a note here for you. Oh, you can just read it to me. Oh, okay. Mom, please use my chosen name, Sage, when you come to pick me up. We talked about this last week. Thelma, the secretary, already knows. Thanks. Okay, can you just tell Sage that I'm here to pick her up, please? Thanks. Yeah, I'll call her down right now. Hey, how was your break? Oh, it was okay.
Just got an amazing
My younger brother, Mike, 21, is a man-child and a mama's boy, always complaining, always expecting others to cater to him, just an all-around asshole. Since birth, my parents have fussed over him for no reason. He's not special needs or a traumatic birth, just born. In the process, my mom, 50, completely discarded me, turning into one of those boy moms the internet mocks. My dad, 50, still showed me love, but was too much of a coward to stand up to her. The only one who had my back was my grandpa. He always called out my parents' bullshit and never liked my brother. We have a special bond. He says I remind him of my late grandma, but he lives across the country, so I rarely see him. Mike knows our mom prefers him and loves to shove it in my face. Because of this and his behavior, we've always been at odds. He's spoiled, a brat, and an awful human. I can't remember how many times I ended up in trouble for things I did better than him, or for things he framed me with. His only talent is his football skills. He won a scholarship to a nice college out of state. My parents didn't spend a dime on my education because apparently my fund had been used to cover expenses after a fire, just for me to discover years later that said money was given to Mike to buy a car and a house. It's at public university that I met Lucas. He was the first person I was really drawn to there. Of course, I met new people who are now my dearest friends, and thanks to them and Lucas, who was my best friend for years before we got together, I managed to move out of my parents' house. Now both Lucas and I are well known in our fields and have very good salaries. Now, to the main issue, Lucas proposed to me a year ago. We're very private people, so we didn't post it on social media or anything, And when I told my parents, they dismissed it with a, "That's nice." I'm starting to think they downright didn't listen to me at all. We decided that we wanted a nice but simple ceremony and reception with our friends and relatives. Lucas convinced me to invite my parents and brother, but they never responded to the invite. Whenever I went to visit and began to talk about my wedding, without mentioning it was a wedding, my mom would always speak over me and talk about my brother's accomplishments and wild adventures. Fed up, I interrupted my mom and mentioned an event I was organizing with a fixed date. She immediately said they couldn't attend because my brother had his last game of the season and wanted them there. Their favoritism didn't surprise me. They had already missed my ballets, shows, and even both my high school and university graduations for him. So I decided to be petty. I told them it was fine to miss the event, but purposely left out that it was my wedding. I didn't insist further. Flash forward to a few weeks ago, I got married. It was perfect. My family, Lucas's family, and our friends were all there, and we had a blast. My grandpa was happy to give me away, and it was just perfect. My relatives asked me multiple times why my parents weren't there with us. I was honest and simply said they had my brother's game to attend and couldn't come. They gave me a few looks, and my grandpa was visibly angry for a while, but otherwise nothing strange happened. After the reception, Lucas and I left for our honeymoon and were phone free for the whole duration of the trip. But once we got back, we discovered that a shitstorm was welcoming us home. I turned my phone on and was unable to even unlock it before a storm of notifications popped up. Most of them were from my mother and brother. Mike called me all sorts of nasty names and insulted me because apparently one of my paternal aunts posted the photos of the wedding on Facebook and captioned it with a very obvious dig at my parents, especially my mom, for missing the wedding. The post went viral in my parents' community, and they've been publicly shamed for mistreating me. My grandpa even visited to tear into my father, shaming him to the point of tears. That seemed to be his breaking point. He was devastated over missing his only daughter's wedding and his father's disapproval. Now, he's finally standing up to my mom, even threatening divorce unless she makes it up to me. My mom has been spamming my phone, first with insults and threats, then with desperate, pitiful messages full of begging and guilt trips. At home with my husband, I'm deciding how to handle this. Most of my relatives, even those I didn't invite, have reached out to apologize, saying they had no idea what was happening, which makes sense. What's the creepiest thing about human nature you've heard? Babies evolved to be cute so we don't harm them. Just looking at sick people can trigger your immune system. The urge to jump from heights, totally normal. Some brain injuries erase. Object recognition. People often die naked near toilets. And the placebo effect? Proof your brain might be able to heal you. No one knows how. What's the...
How far will you go for your dog? I was 14 when my older brother threw a house party while our parents were away one weekend and didn't tell them. I tried hiding out in my room until it was over, but multiple times people tried to come in looking for an empty bed. When it happened the third time I went to find my brother, there were so many people there I could barely get around, and from what I could see, our house was completely trashed. I had never seen any of these people before, but noticed a crowd of guys standing around something, laughing. When I caught a glimpse of what it was, my blood ran cold. They were all standing around my dog, all taking turns kicking him. I immediately saw red, and without thinking, I shoved my way through to get to him. I grabbed my dog, rushing back to my room, and when I checked to see if he was okay, he couldn't stand on one of his legs. He was shaking profusely and crying and was even scared of me. I was so pissed off, I called my dad, and when he found out what had been going on, he called the police. They showed up, and the second they knocked on the door, everyone started trying to run out of the house. They actually caught and arrested one of the guys who did it. And when my dad came home and saw my brother, he didn't hold back. He made him pay every cent to get my dog's broken leg fixed, and took away the car he had just got for his 18th birthday. The guy ended up going to prison for 6 months, and my dad is still searching for the rest of them who were involved. How far will you go for your dog?
No download.
Hey, so I see that you're down for a root touch-up, but it seems like you need a little bit more than that. So I'm friends with the owner, and I told her I want to go back blonde, and she said that that would be plenty of time. Because what you're needing, it's going to take a couple hours for a color correction, and I only have you down for like an hour and a half. She said that you would figure it out. Did she now? Okay, well, I will be right back. I'm going to go talk to her and see if maybe she has a better plan than what I currently am thinking. Okay, I'll be right back. Hey, you got a second? I'm busy, Bailey. What do you need? So do you happen to remember the client that you put on my schedule? Yes, that's my friend. What about it? Well, the fact that she has extreme banding all over her hair and a horrible regrowth line, and she's wanting to be blonde, there's a lot going on. I would deem that as a color correction. Sounds great. Now go do that. Well, since it was your friend, I was making sure you made her aware that that's going to cost a pretty penny. No, she's struggling for money. Just charge her a root touch-up. What? Charge her a root touch-up. Yeah, I thought that's what you said, but no, I'm not charging her for a root touch-up when I'm doing... Hey, so I see that you're down...
Believe me, darling, the stars are made for falling, like nothing obelisks as tall as... There we go. Okay, now my balcony's done. Are you serious? Away, I've been... Ooh! Away, but I'll keep running, just to find a way to you till then. The ceiling was supposed to fall. That's the joke, but it's doing this thing where it's slowly slide. Here, look, I'll show you. Here, look, I'll show you. I'll show you. Look. Yeah, see, now it's falling slower, but it's just really slow. It's a slow fall. Believe me, darling, the stars are made for falling, like like nothing obelisk.
A classmate complained I was forcing her to eat ethnic food, so I gave her something truly American. Last year in high school, I got really into cooking. Since my family couldn't eat everything I made, I started bringing extra food to my calculus class every Friday, with my teacher's approval. My classmates loved it. For Lunar New Year, I brought bandolone, a traditional Vietnamese steamed layer cake. Some classmates were excited and brought desserts from their own cultures: Indian, Korean, Filipino, Spanish. It was amazing. Apparently, one girl didn't think so. At lunch, she ranted about how I forced everyone to eat weird Chinese food. When I asked her about it, she doubled down, saying it was rude to bring in foreign foods since most of our class was white. Fine, she only wants American food, she'll get American food. The next week, I passed out oliebollen, Dutch donuts. When I got to her desk, I plopped down a loaf of Wonder Bread and said, "Sorry, these are Dutch. Here you go, something truly American." She lost it, but never complained again. A classmate complained I was
I think I'm
Was I wrong to say no to being adopted? I'm 16, and I'm the product of what was basically a friends with benefits situation between my dad and my mom. My mom never wanted to be a mom, but my dad didn't want her to get a termination. So, from what I've been told, they came to an agreement. My mom would leave, and my dad would raise me on his own, but she could return whenever she wanted to be part of my life. For the first 7 years, it was just me and my dad. He didn't date, and we lived a quiet, simple life surrounded by his family. My mom would send me gifts and letters for birthdays and Christmas, and sometimes her family would do the same. When I turned 7, she came back into my life. We started spending time together. Parks, aquariums, zoos. I got to know her and her side of the family. I loved it. My dad didn't at first, but he eventually accepted it. Even now, I still see my mom from time to time. Not as much as before, but I love her and appreciate her. Everything was calm until I turned 14, and my dad started dating a woman I'll call A. Within 3 months, he proposed to her. They got married a year later when I was 15, and she moved in with her twin sons, also 15. I get along well with my stepbrothers and have a decent relationship with A, but two things always felt off. First, how quickly my dad married A. Second, how A insisted I call her mom the very first day we met. Her reasoning, I don't have a mom, and she wanted us to be a united family. I brushed it off, especially since after their marriage, my dad became distant, almost like he forgot I was there. I didn't feel like I could complain. Now, we're a year into their marriage. A's birthday is coming up, and we all got her gifts, but she told me she doesn't want anything physical. She wants something verbal. At dinner last night, she revealed what that meant. She wants me to let her adopt me. I was totally caught off guard. I said no. I told her I already have a mom. A didn't like that and said she's my real mom because she lives with me and is married to my dad. She called my actual mom a part-timer. I told her even if that's true, my mom was in my life long before she was, and I couldn't do that to her. That set off both A and my dad. I got an angry scolding. Since then, A's been giving me the cold shoulder, and my dad barely acknowledges me. I honestly don't know if I was out of line for how I handled it, but it felt like the only honest answer I could give. Was I wrong to say no?
Is it Zoe? Oh my god, it's Zoe. Oh my god, it's Zoe. Okay, I need to hide. I need to hide. I'm scared. I'm scared.
Save your time with C.
I think my teenage son has ADHD. What makes you think that? The fact that his attention span is so short that he needs constant stimulation. Like he started always taking his cell phone and a pair of headphones into the bathroom with him, and then he'll get so distracted in there that it'll take him well over an hour just to take a shower. I don't think that's a sign of ADHD. I think that's a sign of something else. His ADHD is so bad that sometimes when I knock on the door of his locked bedroom, he won't even be able to focus on unlocking it right away. Before he unlocks it, I'll hear this mad scramble of unrelated activities that sound like everything from him jumping off the bed, to him throwing a magazine into a box, to him throwing that box into the back of his closet, to him putting on a fresh pair of pants, and only then will he remember to unlock the door, and it's like, come on, buddy, focus. I don't think he delays unlocking the door when you knock because he has a problem focusing. I think he's just freaking out because he doesn't want... I think my...
So I was looking at your resume, Christian, and I saw at the bottom you have an optional section with Spanish listed underneath. Yes. So you're bilingual. Yep, but it's optional if you want to purchase those services and depending on your bilingual pay differential policy. Okay, well, we are in need of a Spanish speaker. We can offer $1 more per hour for bilingual employees. Is that negotiable? Not really. That's just our standard policy. Okay, so $1 gets you the Dora level package. Can you say un poquito español? I mean, I can probably approve up to $2. It's your call. We can customize the Spanish level depending on how much you're willing to pay. Por $2 puedo hablar español un poquito más y un poquito más rápido. Level 15 Duolingo package. I see now. Well, we really need a fluent Spanish speaker. Is there any way we can do that with $4? Tú tranquilo, yo nervioso, papi. Yo me encargo de los clientes que hablan español. Hasta puedo empezar ahorita si quieres. ¿A dónde me acomodo? So I was looking at your song. I think everybody knows.
Do you ever play like Kahoots in class and they get to choose their names? I want you to like put yourself in this position. We're doing a Kahoot, right? And we're studying for a vocab test. My dumb ass like, hell yeah, we have our leaderboard. This guy just jumped up and what's the name? Say it.
Mike Hunt. Oh man, it looks so innocent, okay, folks?
Michael Space Hunt was in the chat.
It looked really innocent.
Imagine me with a group full of 30 kids.
Are you crazy about
For my son, because he loves tattoos, he loves dinosaurs. So I came up to him and I was like, hey, buddy, I'm gonna get a tattoo for you. What's your favorite dinosaur? And my son said, Triceratops. I know that he doesn't really have a grasp on the English language. Maybe he doesn't even know what a Triceratops is. I was like, I'm gonna ask him every day for a few days what his favorite dinosaur is. Whatever he says the most, that's what I'll get. So the second day, I walk up to him and I'm like, Calvin, what's your favorite dinosaur? And he literally goes like this, Triceratops. Like, all right, well, you don't have to be a dick about it. You know what I mean? Like, be two. You're two. Don't be a dick. So the third day, I walk up to him and I'm like, I went like this. I said, hey, Calvin, what's your favorite? And he cut me off and he said, Triceratops. So I'm like, all right. Now I'm pissed off. And now I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get it. I hope you don't like it when you grow up. Okay? F off. Like, that's the kind of petty I am. So the next day, the appointment, right? And so I walk up to him and I say, buddy, I'm going to get the tattoo on my arm. You know what I'm going to get? And he said, Triceratops. I said, yup. I'll be right back. I got the tattoo. I can't wait to show him. I run up to him. I said, you like that? And he said, yes. I said, what is it? And he said, Triceratops. I said, yup. For my son because he loves
learning a language with.
Hey. Hi, welcome to Randall's Diner. How many people will be eating with you today? Do you do massages? Pardon? Do you do massages? Sir, this is a restaurant. I know. So don't you have, like, oil? Manager. It's just, I have this, like, really sore muscle, like, in my leg. How dreadful. Do you want to rub it? No. Because your fingers look so nimble. Manager! Hey, what seems to be the problem here? This walking gym sock won't leave me alone. Dale? Steven? Hey, man, how have you been? Wait, you know this guy? I haven't seen you since Georgetown. How's your mom? I still live with her. Nice. Hey, do you think you could get me a table? This hostess of yours is, like, kind of slow. Sorry, she's a new hire. Right this way. And you, wipe down a table, why don't you? Make yourself useful. Kids these days. I know, right? They're so lazy. Hey. Hi, welcome to Randall.
It's really hard to find the perfect Minecraft server for you.
Listen, kid, I don't have time for this. What, are you a pro hero or something? I bet you're not as cool as All Might. Hey, Kachan, Lil Deku and I are gonna go train. Do you want to come with us? Why did he just call you Kachan? They're us from the future. We're pro heroes. Isn't that cool? Yeah, right. Future me would never hang out with a loser like you, Deku. Man, even I want to punch you. Listen, if you're really me, then prove it. I know that your favorite thing to do is go mountain climbing. So, lots of people like that. I also know that you read romance manga, you have a BTS stan account.
What's the most wrong someone has been when guessing your age? You don't look a day over 25, the man says, sliding into the seat across from me at the coffee shop. Mind if I join you? I look up from my laptop. Actually, I'm waiting for someone. Just until they arrive, he's already ordering a coffee. I'm Jake, by the way. Emma, I reply reluctantly. So Emma, what brings a beautiful young professional here on a Tuesday? I close my laptop. I'm not a professional. I'm finishing my history assignment. He laughs. Grad school? I remember those days. Number high school. I'm 15 inches. His coffee arrives as his face drains of color. But you, I thought, before he can finish, a police officer enters and walks directly to our table. Is this him, Emma? The officer asks. I nod. Jake panics. What's happening? You're the sixth man to approach her today, the officer says. I'm Detective Reeves. Emma here is helping us catch predators targeting young girls at this coffee shop. Jake was sentenced to 4 years. Turns out he had a record of approaching minors. I wasn't just a random target. I started this undercover work after my sister disappeared 3 years ago. She was 14, but looked 20. The man who took her made the same mistake Jake did. We found her because of one of these operations. Now we both work with police to catch predators. I'm 19 now, but I still look older. What's the most wrong someone has...
Guess what, girl? Let me hear just...
I put former gymnast on my resume because technically I did a cartwheel once at a family barbecue when I was 12. My interviewer at the fitness startup was a former Olympic athlete. When she asked about my gymnastics background, I panicked. Instead of coming clean, I blurted out, I specialized in floor...
Buff is an all. Hello, Karen Helpline. Yeah, there's a Karen yelling at trick-or-treaters. Dave, we got another one. This happening a lot? Oh yeah, Karens hate kids. And candy. and fun. So this really isn't her holiday. Not in the slightest. So what's the Karen currently doing? Currently, she is yelling at children for jaywalking in front of her house. Seriously? She lives in a cul-de-sac. Karens really can get mad at anything. Oh, and now she's calling the kids communists. Communists. For expecting free candy and all. Oh, I get it.
If you want candy, get a job and earn it.
Yeah, so if you could send somebody over, of course, we're sending a team over right away. Also, do you know what I just realized? Halloween is the perfect Karen holiday. What do you mean? Like, what's scarier than a Karen? 2 Karens. Hello, Karen.
Hey, excuse me. Hi, sorry. Yeah, sorry to disturb you. I'm just wondering, I'm looking for tampons, but I'm from Australia, and all the ones that I see so far have like those really long sticks.
Missing children, what happened? I was 18 when I left home for good.
I'm just calling to book an event on the 9th of April next year. Yeah, let me just have a look at the availability for you. Yeah, it's available. Oh, beautiful. And for how many guests? About 300 people. Okay, and are you after dinner service? Yeah, dinner service, please. Would you require a space for a dance floor? There will be a little bit of dancing, yeah. That comes to a total of $8,000. That is perfect. That is in our budget. Beautiful. That's all locked in for you. And I've just emailed you with the information and instructions on how to make your deposit payment. Perfect. Thank you so much. What's the occasion? It's a farewell party. Oh, that's nice. For who? My sister. Oh, lovely. Where is she moving to? She's not moving anywhere. She's moving out. But yeah, just farewell for her last name because she's changing her last name. Ah, so this is a wedding. some traditions they might call it a wedding. Yeah, so unfortunately that does change a few things around. The venue is actually no longer available on that date next year. However, it is available on that date in 5 years from now, and the price is slightly different. It is now $55,000. I'm just calling to book an event.
Ever met someone so clueless it felt like a sitcom moment? During finals, this girl casually strolls into the exam room like it's a coffee shop, holding a giant Starbucks cup. Zero stress. The proctor eyes her like, planning to smuggle answers. In that latte? And she, dead serious, goes, cheat on what? We all just stared like, is this real life? Ever...
Being straight, it's actually a struggle for me because I'm attracted to men, but I don't find men attractive. The women always seem to laugh really hard. You know what I mean? It's like, I want you to hold me, but do you always have to wear a hat? Is that how you guys get ready? Look how good she looks, and that's how you get... Can you guys just try? Can you guys just try a little bit to get ready for us? I can't believe I'm straight. I can't believe it, because women are beautiful. Any woman will walk by and she could change your life. But I've never seen some floating hat in a crowd. Who is that man? Right there in those Costco basketball shorts?
Make your brow.
Can you tell which Lego piece doesn't belong? Somebody from the UK challenged me to ID what Lego set these pieces came from, but while 4 of these pieces came from the same set and were even connected to each other, one of them is not. I can tell 2 of these pieces came from the same set. You can probably also tell... It's the dust. I'm pretty sure that this pearl gold 1x1 stud went on top of it, and I'm pretty sure there was a 1x2 grill piece right there. We're gonna look for the 2x2 red piece, we're gonna look for the 1x1 gold piece, we're gonna look for a grill piece, and we'll try looking for this 1x1 round brick. No results. We can eliminate that 1x1 round brick. Try adding that 2x2 round plate. 9 sets. Let's see if we can narrow this down even further with that.
Yes, someone take a shower first. New girl, you need to get in line. Respect your elders. They always go first. What's wrong with you? Wait, what? What are you talking about? And put some shower shoes on. You're not going to go in there barefoot, are you? That's disgusting. Oh, yeah, I was. Thanks for looking out. I'm going to go first. I got you, Mama Dukes. Go ahead. Excuse me? Whoa. Where do you think you're going? What do you mean? I'm taking a shower. No, you're not. The line starts back there. Don't try to cut line. Whatever. You serious? Who's in the shower still? What? I'm almost done. Your 10 minutes is up. You need to hurry up. There's other people waiting. Yeah. Okay, I'm almost done. Go ahead.
Waxing doesn't have to be messy or traumatic. If your wax looks like soup, it's too hot, babe. You want it thick, like honey. Scoop and spin like you're twirling pasta. This is what we're not going to do. Hold our spatula flat like a pancake. You're going to use a perpendicular spatula to spread that wax.
Yeah, I was literally bleeding like all night. Oh my god, are you okay?
No, I'm talking about my period, Matt.
Oh my god, did I show you this video? Oh, and you're naked. Yeah, I'm getting changed. That's fine, just flash me, it's cool. Sorry, I forget you're a boy. Matt, how often do you wank? Yeah, do you wank like every day?
Hey, so what kind of dog were you thinking about getting? Oh, I was thinking a husky. They're just so beautiful, man. Oh, is your apartment soundproofed? No? Probably not one of those then. Well, you know, I was also thinking about adopting like maybe a pit bull mix from the shelter. Oh, you own a house? No? Probably not one of those then. Okay, well, I also really wanted like a poodle. That was like my third option. Oh, do you have the money to pay for extra grooming costs? No? Probably not one of those then. Okay, then what about a doodle? Do you have even more extra money to pay for grooming costs? Okay, why don't I just get a golden retriever then? Oh, do you want to exercise your dog before and after your 8-hour shift? Well, no, I'm pretty tired after work. Don't get that one. Okay, then fine. How about I just adopt a random dog from the shelter, just like a mutt or something? That won't affect rentals. Oh, so you're ready to train and take on a dog that's completely unpredictable and you have no idea the history or genetics of? I don't know. I just want a pet though, okay? I'm lonely. I'm all by myself in this big city. I just want a pet I can take care of. Should I get a cat instead or something? I don't know what you want from me. Hey, so what kind of dog?
Angela, no. I don't know the answer. I told you to study. All right, Mom. I invited you to tutoring. I was busy. Doing what? I don't know. Hanging out with Jackson. He needed help. With what? Some lacrosse gear. What are you, their equipment manager? Why are you so mad? Because every semester you come to me crying over your grades when you spent every moment that you could have been in the library pining after some boy that you never even had.
Even if the bedroom's tiny, you gotta have a closet, right? Most people just toss a bed in the middle and squeeze in one sad little wardrobe. Next thing you know, it's a laundry avalanche. But Alice is...
What is that? Oh, that's my favorite wall. Why do you have that up? Brittany, it's a picture of my baby boy, of course. I realize that, Lenny, but that's a picture of him with his ex, Jen, from their prom. 20 years ago. I know, he hasn't aged a bit. Such a good picture. Yeah, but see, Mark and I are married now, so that's weird. You could have just as easily put up a picture from our wedding instead of in a large canvas of them. I know, and that did cross my mind, but he just looks so happy there. So, and my baby boy's happiness is all that matters to me. So, moving on. Oh,
Yes.